It's not a. It's not like a punch.
I understand, but did you hit the bird out of the way to try and move him?
I gently pushed it out of the way. It wasn't a violent, like, I'm trying to hurt the
Then
bird,
why would
flop.
Birdie have beat your fucking ass
She
down?
was jealous.
Jealous.
She's not in the photo. She's not in the photo I made of all of us.
Okay, okay.
She was telling me how, like, why would I do this? She vouched for me. She wanted me to become a cop for so long, and I didn't even put her in the photo.
Oh, okay.
Instead, I put fucking Juno.
Jesus. Okay, this is making so much sense now. My God.
But I did not try to hurt the bird. I was just like, get out of here! You're gonna destroy the computer. My 34090s.
I know your poor 34090s. Your ass got laid out by Birdie, which honestly, good for her. Okay.
I have to wear 3 sets of deodorant because those 4090s they run hot.
Oh, I know they do. Listen. Now that we're done having our little private conversation, okay?
So private.
There's another part of this picture that is not in the photo, and it's gonna be you, Richard.
What?
As of right now, stated by Tessa Lamb on the roof of the Maze Bank Tower. Let me talk.
No.
You are hereby indefinitely suspended. And I will be telling Tessa. No. And you will have to go talk to her to figure this out any further. As of right now, no, Richard, no tears. I don't want to hear this bullshit, okay? Do not fucking bark at me. Do not bark at me. Richard.
No. Don't do this, Flop.
Richard. If you think this is some kind of a joke, it's not. Okay?
Flop.
You work for
Hold,
no. Let me talk. I gave you a chance. This is my chance. You work for a ranger station. Every animal that comes in or out of this station is to be treated with the utmost fucking respect. Okay? You were to not lay a hand on these animals. If they're in your way, there are ways around or other ways of going about what's going on. The way you're going about it right now is that you are sinking through this fucking ground and it's going to bother the shit out of me. Please sit at this bench. It's driving me insane, Richard. Please.
I'm just sitting. I'm cross-legged.
Jesus Christ. Listen. My point stands. If you're going to work in this fucking ranger station, you need to understand that, yeah, we might be a bunch of goofballs sometimes, right? But if there's one thing we have in common here that we take seriously, it's treating animals and protecting the wildlife conservation. And if you can't handle a fucking chicken knocking around some papers, how am I going to trust you with literally any other animal?
They were pecking at the computer.
I don't give a fuck if they shit on your papers.
You wanted me to get rid of all of my art.
No, I wanted to get rid of the computer, to be honest.
Well, then why did you tell me to wipe my personal computer instead of
because you threw out the fucking work computer, Richard. Did you tell Tessa? Did you get approval?
Yes, she knows that I threw it out. She
Okay.
said, "Don't throw out my
For
computer."
porn?
It wasn't porn.
You're right. It was hentai. Tell me the fucking difference. I'm the
No,
Pope.
Look, did you look at the book?
I don't want to look at it.
You're getting this is a
But
wild
looking at your
misunderstanding.
sick
Flop,
pictures.
Listen.
Look at the book.
This
Look at
isn't
the book.
about your hentai, and this isn't about your book, and this
It's
isn't
not porn.
I know it's chickens. I know. Trust me.
Hens with ties.
You're right. And a hen happened to be in your face today, and instead of putting a tie on it, you put your hand in front of it and you whacked it to the point where the owner felt that you were trying to reasonably injure the animal after claiming you were hungry and wanted to eat the fucking thing. Oh, I know.
Well,
don't worry, Richard. Don't you worry.
I didn't do that.
I'm aware.
You're aware?
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. As of right now, unless you are here to submit some kind of a police report, which will be done at Mission Road Police Department, you are to not step foot back at the ranger station until you talk with Tessa and let her figure this out. On top of that, too, Tessa put her trust in you the same way that Bundy put his trust in you, the same way I put my trust in you, that you were going to show me that you were going to change.
This is changing.
Listen to me. Here's what's going to happen.
She can fix me.
I don't think so. Here's what's going to happen. The only person who's going to be sending you to prison on this charge is going to be Tessa. And I'm not going to be the one to do it. As of the date of today, we have 60 days to press this charge. And it is going to be 1 count of felony animal cruelty. And I'm telling you this because depending on what Tessa states about your actions today is going to depend on your employment here. It is going to depend on your criminal history growing, okay? I'm not playing this shit. Funny time's over. You're gonna hit fucking chickens inside the ranger station is done.
Shove.
Shove, lay hands.
This guy's a fucking weirdo.
I'm not a weirdo. You're
Richard,
a weirdo.
Richard, get your shit together.
He's a weirdo. I'm not a weirdo.
I know Tessa's not gonna be happy about this, and I know damn well she's probably not gonna be okay with this.
No, she will understand.
If you think she'll fully understand, I know what she's gonna say to this. And I'll send you up now if that's the case.
Bob, you will be there, and she will understand. And then we will hug, and we'll have a grand old time, and we'll be friends.
I'm letting you know now. We're gonna figure this out.
I'm not a weirdo.
We're gonna figure this out. And by figure out, I mean this is probably your last day here.
No,
you better have a damn good defense for Tessa.
She will understand.
I'm sure she will.
Go
ahead and face away from me. Come on.
I want it on record I could break those.
I want it on record that if you even try to resist, I'd just add resisting. Come on. I'm gonna have you grab your shit, and the next thing you're gonna do is leave this computer.
But that's my computer.
Well, right now it's inside of a government building. As far as I could see, that looks like a government building fucking possession.
Me too.
Theft. You can't see shit.
No, Loki sees it too. Don't worry.
Yep.
Come up to this mirror, go and grab your stuff.
You put my stuff in the sink?
Well, I gotta bring it up to the fucking prison at some point. Now follow me. Just gonna confirm that these are locked. You are not welcome back inside. If you are, it is gonna be an added count of felony trespass. And I will discharge you on the spot.
Can I close my tabs?
No. Richard?
I'm gonna lose my spot on Crunchyroll.
It's done.
Follow flop.
It's done.
You're stealing my computer.
You can take that to court. Come on.
Goodbye forever.
It's not forever. Richard, you're still in handcuffs. Richard.
Goodbye forever.
Richard! Get in contact with Tessa. And let me take those damn cuffs off, Richard.
You liked cuffs. Foreplay?
No.
What?
Oh,
I don't foreplay. And I especially don't roleplay.
Hard into the median, the regaining mobility.
That's right.
I dropped that ball. Shut the hell up, Richard.
This isn't helping your case, Richard.
Leave the fucking ranger station. You're not welcome here.
So pushing south, Great Ocean.
When I got you, Cheetah Classics just up ahead.
Now I got a fucking email.
Correction, it was a Lambo.
Tessa, god damn it.
For black and color Lambo, blacked out underglow. For southbound Great Ocean, approaching Del Perro interchange now, transitioning to the east. Crossing West Eclipse. Pushing eastbound Del Perro, correct lanes. Slip road to Bay City Avenue.
He really does everything to make it worse for himself.
Southbound Bay City Incline, stand by, they're struggling. I don't think they know this car very well. So push south towards Bay City Avenue. Stand by. Right at the fork, southbound Bay City. Left east Boulevard to Pearl.
How long was he hired? I don't think he made it a fucking week.
Units we can attach to this.
414 responding.
Beautiful. Respond through the alleyways, transitioning eastbound back over Boulevard to Pearl, passing the ammunition. Right south Morningwood, heavy braking. Left into the parking garage, VCB.
East all the way through.
And forward northbound through the alleyways. A from left, west, Boulevard to Pearl. Left South Morningwood, we're doing circles. Clean ballerina. Oh, they 50 with another unit. Good shit, Nikki. Stand by. I don't know
we
what
magnet. We magnet.
Targets West Marathon. You know the magnet word. On North Rockford, you're being tailed by that Lamborghini black and colored Aventador. Right, east, Boulevard de Perro. Left,
Morning's
northbound
out for that
Morningwood.
Lambo.
For targets northbound through an alleyway parallel with Morningwood. Coming out to the east. Dorset. Crossing over eastbound through the tennis court alleyway towards Dorset. Transitioning east over Dorset now. 50. Still mobile. They're struggling. Should have a chance to catch up. Left east, Boulevard de Perro. 22 still pushing east over Dorset. Crossing Boulevard de Perro, approaching Heritage. Crossing. Full sending eastbound. Approaching Las Lagunas. And Palomino, crossing Palomino to the east. We're sending to the east. Wow, we're setting for a left-hand turn now. Left northbound Las Lagunas. Beautiful, still pushing north, approaching Rockford Plaza. Crossing occupation, right east occupation. They're really struggling now. Still pushing east occupation, right south Alta. Construction site. Stand by, braking towards the freeway.
Okay.
Negative.
That was really
south.
good. That was fun.
Crossing integrity. Browse. Braking heavy. VCB underneath. Eastbound San Andreas.
Eagles eastbound San Andreas, approaching Lower Power Street. Left, northbound Upper Power Street, approaching Integrity Way. Stand by for direction. Right, eastbound Elgin parking garage. They're going through the parking garage. No, correction. Southbound Elgin. Southbound Elgin exiting in 3, 2, 1.
They're west, west is food. West San Andreas, left southbound Lower Power. Lambo's on scene as well. They're southbound Lower Power. Left east Vespucci.
Left eastbound Vespucci, approaching Elgin. Right, southbound Elgin, Apple. Right, westbound Adams Apple, past the ammunition.
811's got it left, south power, VCB underneath.
Pushing through south, approaching Innocence.
811's got it. Right, west Innocence, I'm in the red, 20%, 2-0. 2 minute fuel running westbound towards Alta.
I think they're
Right
following a
Alta.
street race right now.
Eastbound through the Benny's alleyway.
Yeah, I'm
stand
not
by,
sure.
east towards northbound through the alleyway, stand by, facing east through.
I didn't hear what like the start of this call was about.
For hiding under the freeway, south power. Right at the fork, west Innocence. Still pushing west, crossing Carson.
Hey, firm.
Yay!
Get a black Lambo. When you do attach, please attach the black Lambo if possible.
Copy. And 15.
Advise main targets white and R35, black blue out underglow. Target goulet. Black and gold.
Ooh, that was spicy.
Also, but the R35s are really struggling here. So pushing north, crossing goulet. Pushing crossing Vespucci.
I like getting mad at people because a lot of the times me getting mad is just me getting quiet.
Target south Palomino, they're breaking really heavy too. Right west Lindsay.
I feel like Richard did everything wrong
Off of the
that he possibly could have done there.
Well, here's the thing. The reason why I'm not going to be the one to fire him is because Tessa was the one to give the approval. And while I have the ability to fire him, I feel like Tessa's involvement in this process is going to be important.
Yeah, I agree.
And regardless of what she says, I want her there for me charging him.
Yeah.
She really saw the good in him. And I said that if Tessa sees the good in you, I also want to see the good in you. Even though I really had a bad hunch to hiring him, and so did Bundy, we both kind of set our differences aside and said, all right, opportunity now. Is he going to make the change? And instead, he chose to do the practically same thing that he would normally do.
Like, he attacked an animal at the ranger station.
Yo, Ben, what's up? Also, Natasha, good to see you. How you doing? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with chat. Apologies.
Right down St. Vitus.
Hi, chat. How we doing?
Right westbound Carson. Lambo and SG4 are both here. Westbound Carson.
There's really no way out of what the fuck he did.
Yeah, I
what's
don't
up,
know.
brother?
He says Tessa's gonna understand. I don't know Tessa as well as you, but I don't see her understanding him doing that too.
You know what
Pretty
Tessa's gonna
chicken.
say to me? Why didn't you charge him sooner?
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
on a sidewalk continuing south, left eastbound Dorset.
I'm not going to a street
it
race.
is
I don't give a
more
shit.
poetic if she does charge him though.
I do think there's a more poeticness, but I also think knowing that that is her ranger station. I mean, it's our ranger station, but she's the overseer. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure she's up to date with Richard. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't think he will be welcome back. I've already informed him that if he steps foot on the premise, he will be arrested. So
that means I can tase him at the ranger station now.
They've all been warned.
Yeah, I don't know. He messed up.
Ollie and the No Pixel Music Awards. I didn't see any of the music awards, to be honest. What was the W? Tell me. Tell me.
Westbound out to power, left out power. SG4 is on scene, right. What the fuck is this guy doing? Okay, you turn northbound over power.
I went the wrong way. Back to our license check.
That's right.
Dude, let's go. Damn, dog. Moving up in the world. Congratulations, dude. That's actually fucking dope. Good old Ollie.
Continuing northbound St. Beaches. Braking left westbound highway. 22 to U-turn. South highway onto east south St. Beaches. What the fuck? Westbound Carson. Left stop on 8 Milton.
458 second air.
I'm struggling.
South 8 Milton. Slowing, taking off.
You know, you would think everyone's like, the Rangers have their fucking Explorers. Why do they keep using the Chargers? I don't get it. And then you realize.
LSI's on the R34.
And then you fucking realize. The Explorer is the biggest piece of shit we own in this police department. And the one that's supposed to be good off-road is the one that doesn't. It doesn't fucking work off-road. Why don't the Rangers just use their Explorer? We've been asking for a truck for years.
Did you guys have a truck?
A long time ago we did. Honestly, if I could get a truck with a light bar on it for Ziggy, a lot of good would happen.
That'd be pretty cool.
I honestly want to try and get him a truck, but it's a fucking crapshoot to get. Unfortunately, I don't know.
I didn't see anything straight east. They would have turned off if they went east.
I don't think I've ever met Ziggy. I've heard him. I heard his voice once. That's about it.
I believe you're black at Bensador.
Yeah.
Can't confirm from Air 1, but the southbound is wrong. But I'll tail it now so you guys will be here.
I'll give it like 30. Solid Bensador. We'll give it like 30 seconds. If we don't find the 35.
We'll ride till we get the Ranger truck. We're not getting the Ranger truck. Not in 3.0. What did he tweet?
Sentinel is at Richmond.
Right, because the Bensador is probably trying to pull me away, so it's probably still hanging around.
What is it?
In that area.
He's upset that he wasn't going to be able to finish his Crunchyroll episode. Listen, Ziggy and a lot of other people are kind of over it. I mean, listen. I think Mantis said his 07 as well, which honestly, good for him. I hope everyone that's stepping away from 3.0 is enjoying their time. I definitely see us. I see us.
You lost it northbound Hardy, I'm sure.
Not seeing a lot of people till 4.0 at this point. And honestly, for good reason. I mean, the roleplay right now has not been the greatest. There's still good roleplay, but to say that we found good roleplay shouldn't happen. We should always be finding good roleplay. There should always be good roleplay happening, but right now there's not always good roleplay happening right now. And that's okay. It just means that we lose people, and that's the offset that we get. Is people aren't going to want to deal with it, and they're going to move on. And that's fine, because that is the exact reaction people are going to have. People want to come and create good role play and create good story. And if it's not good, or it continuously does not it continues to not go anywhere, people aren't going to want to stick around. And honestly, that's fine. That is the exact reaction you would come to humanly expect from people. So,
you guys got any plates that are involved in this? Let's get a flag.
There's still good RP, but there's not enough of it. The fact that we have to hunt, or I'm gonna be honest, I go over my fucking head to create RP sometimes, and it really is. It's good, but sometimes it takes a really long time for people to, bite or to want to be interested in it. And it does become a little tiring to have a story kind of build, or to try and build a story and have no one bite. Sometimes stories just don't work. But recently, to go out and find a story or to create a story is a lot more difficult than it once was.
I'm gonna push all the way towards Mirror Park.
Do you think they'll come back once 4.0 is out? Absolutely. Yeah. Actually, yes and no. We have Onyx at some point. We have 4.0 at some point. We have Prodigy around, right? As roleplay begins to dissipate, people are going to want to flesh out. And I think the fact that we have more servers that are coming out. Fuck! Fuck!
Yeah, it comes back to a K-Miles.
Oh my god, are we okay?
Sorry about that. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're just checking the hills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of people worry still that 4.0 is fresh. And honestly, I would like to take like a month away myself. Especially knowing that I have to move out in a month. Guess what? It's not happening.
Eastbound. It's a LG Retro.
Hey, Salty, listen. I do it because I enjoy it, though. I don't do it to, right? I do it because I enjoy it. And honestly, to say that I get to do this right now for a living is like, that's insane, dude. Me at fucking 16, 15, I would have never saw myself 5, 6, 7 years down the road here. You know what I mean? I would have never found myself being in this position. And I am open arms and just very humbled and thankful that I get to do this full time right now. Granted, it may not be a forever thing, but as long as I'm here and trying to push to create something fun for people to be involved in, I want to grow as a community and just do whatever I can to, keep it good. So, no one up here.
No.
Where are you moving to now? Well, if you guys heard my situation, my rent went up. My rent about tripled, almost. It doubled, but it about tripled. And Tennessee state law does not protect you under your renewal fees going up by a percentage. They go up as much as they want. I have to move out in about a month, and I'm really nervous because I don't know where I'm moving to and I don't know what I'm doing.
And can you take me to MRPD? I'm gonna go 42.
Yeah, no, you're fine. So yeah, I'm in a little bit of a shit spot right now. It's really it's a bummer. What was that, Loki? I'm sorry.
I said it was cool that you sat on me.
Yeah, no, I mean it was honestly that helped out.
Yeah, anytime.
Well, I don't want you. I don't want you to be a chair. Come on now.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you need one.
What's up, FCC? How are you? I appreciate it. Did you have any questions about today? Anything cadet-wise that maybe I could explain to you?
Nothing too much. Pretty much. Well, besides the animal cruelty, which was the most disgusting thing that I heard about today.
Yeah.
Everything else I've pretty much been through.
I gotcha. Yeah,
the bank and stuff.
I think we had a kind of a tame day overall, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But overall today, the primary points of contact were
maybe
on the ranger side, understanding felony animal cruelty. Somebody intentionally wounds or ends the life. The big part is the wounds or.
Right south of the alleyway. BCB 22 pushing north of low power.
Yeah. The wounds part is kind of the big hitter, to be honest with you. He intentionally hit the animal, and the fact that he intentionally hit the animal null and voids anything. There was intent to do it, and he did it.
He admitted to it.
Yeah. So.
Disgusting.
South Strawberry. Still pushing south, right west Vespucci.
Do you wanna go to sleep at the NCSO real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
that
okay.
works.
I completely forgot you said MRPD, and I'm going the wrong way. I saw my door was broken. I was gonna. It's all good. It was fun though. We should.
Thanks, Bob. Yeah, it was fun.
We should do it again at some point soon.
Yeah, I'm down.
Honestly, now that I'm looking at the time, I too need to. Oh boy.
I figured you probably did as
Fuck!
well.
I forgot. Oh god. Completely forgot.
Don't. Sleep's important, Flop.
Yeah, I got some time.
Especially when you gotta
though.
wake up early.
I got like another half hour of me. I got that dog in me. Have a go at Loki. Yeah. So the my red situation, I'm pretty much sort of being low key, no pun intended, being kicked out of my apartment, I guess you could say, because the rent was just too fucking insane. And I don't know where I'm going to be living. I'm hoping to stay in Tennessee for a little bit longer, but if we can hit Partner Plus, this is not a sub goal, this is not a guarantee, but if we happen to hit Partner Plus, I am considering the move to Austin, Texas. And if I did go to Austin, Texas, I would want to do a lot of like IRL stuff, and I don't know, because I'm about to lose one of my like only friends in Tennessee, which is fine. I mean, listen, I'm more than happy to support Trav going out to Austin, because I don't blame him. You know what I mean? I understand why everybody wants to go to Austin, and honestly, I would want to go for the similar reasons he would want to go, right? But from a side of like moving and stuff, it's a shitty situation. I took a couple days off stream because I didn't know how to handle it. I don't know where I'm gonna be in the next like month. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to find an apartment. Where are we at on PP? I don't know. We're doing good this month. We're not even at the halfway point of the month, and we're making good strides. But we definitely it's kind of an unknown if we're gonna hit it or not. I'm gonna hope for the best. But your Catholics, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. How you doing? Hope you're doing amazing. Thank you. We are just over. We're at 190 sub points right now, which is really good. Really fucking good. The support from the community has been very helpful, and I appreciate you guys for that. I'm probably gonna do like a subathon in December or something, or maybe I'll set a dono goal to help raise funds so I can figure out what I'm doing, because right now, I'm gonna be honest, right now I may have to get a storage unit, put all my shit in a storage unit, and travel with my computer. I might even travel to like, I might have to travel either Austin or I might have to travel elsewhere just so I can stream. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find a place yet. So I'll figure that out when I get there. Because my folks are moving at some point, so I can't go back home. I'm sure I could figure out something in Austin if I needed to temporarily, but I really want to stay in Tennessee. I have my trip coming up in a couple days to go back home for probably the last time. That's gonna be a really bittersweet trip. I'm going back home to visit my family for probably the last time where I grew up. Before I'm probably never going to see that place again, which sucks because, bittersweet. But I'm hoping when I get back, I'm going to see what I can do about finding an apartment down here. It's a really bad time of year, especially in Tennessee, especially in fucking Knoxville right now, because everyone is moving to Knoxville. So it's a stressful, shitty one, but I'm all right. I'm chilling. I'm still here. It hasn't knocked me down. It just sucks. So I'll figure it out. Things will work out. I know they will, and I keep telling myself that, which is why I'm not too worried about it. But it is definitely stressful. The trip home's gonna be nice though, just to be with family. But as long as you have a roof over your head, I'll figure it out. At least you got your health and vitamin D gummy bears. True. Actually, thank you for reminding me. I have to take my vitamin D. Actually, just reminded me. My fucking gummy bears. There's couch surfing with streaming setup. I don't want to do that is the problem. I'm going to do everything in my power to get a place. And if I can work it out, I'm going to do everything I can to find out if I can get a place in Tennessee right now. But my big rule of thumb is that wherever I'm moving needs to have fiber. So I'm going to narrow down a lot of options. This fucking cap is broken and it's killing me. Hold on. Dude, all my force has to go into this fucking cap. Why? Okay. Jesus Christ. I got it. It wasn't a great situation. Yeah. My problem, I did push. The cap is broken. So I have to like practically like put all my force into it, but what was I saying though? Oh, the reason why I'm saying it's really shitty right now to get into an apartment, and why I'm worried about getting into an apartment in Tennessee, is because streaming isn't a really big thing here, but almost every apartment will ask you about your employment, and a lot of streamers struggle with getting a place to live because a lot of people consider it unsafe income, or you know, what do you call it? It's not consistent income. So like for a lot of people, a lot of complexes won't even take streamers because it's hard to explain what you do to these people. I was very fortunate here. It's really shitty of them, yeah. So that's where the stress comes in, is like trying to get someone who will actually take me. I'm fingers crossed I can work things out, but I'm not even gonna worry about it until I get home. I have my trip coming up in a few days. I'm gonna see my family. I'm gonna do some stuff that I'm gonna really, you know, enjoy, and you know, we'll go from there.
Yes.
We're in opposing lanes, right again. Going towards Dorset and Milton. We're taking Dorset west. So the people might be smoking. Slowing left, southbound, Palomino. Right, westbound laneway, adjacent to Palomino, approaching Heritage. Right, northbound laneway, still approaching Heritage.
Hold on.
We're transitioning northbound towards Dorset. Exiting Dorset, right, eastbound Dorset. VCB, got it again, right, southbound Palomino. CB, Black Lamborghini's in sight.
A from eastbound through the alleyway, stand by VCB around the bend. Comms?
They're on Del Perro. Westbound Del Perro. I'm on them, continuing westbound Del Perro. There's a Lambo following them. It's Rockford Drive. Continuing westbound Del Perro. I'm smoking. Into the tunnels now. Westbound Del Perro. Get to it. Vesta Clips gas station.
Oh boy.
Continuing westbound, still approaching the beach. Westbound Del Perro, moving north.
let me get Barrick, or not Barrick, Eric.
Speed 100 climbing, continuing north. Pushing Gradation Highway.
628-110-9664.
Into travel coming towards you guys now.
A lot of people. Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of people down there. I mean, I would want to move down there to be with my friends, but.
Hello?
Hey, Bosk. Where are you right now?
I'm across the bank from Legion Square. Batman and Moose Knuckles are just circling me. They fucked up my car, so now I just need a repair, and I don't want to repair while they're circling me.
Okay, I'm coming with a lethal, and I'm going to. People are really gonna fucking hate me on radio in a second, but I don't really give a shit. I don't care about cargo fast. I care about off-duty officer.
You're good. I appreciate it, Flop. I mean, right now they're not being. Just so like you know, heads up, they're not being like I haven't seen any guns or anything. I just don't feel comfortable with Batman.
Oh, I don't care.
Me.
I'll fucking cap this motherfucker.
I appreciate it, Flop.
Yeah, I got you. I am here. I will help you out.
pushing south.
All right, thank
It
you.
might try to
Yep,
use
bye-bye.
it here, but I'm not that stupid. Still pushing south towards Greenwich. Pushing south on
Definitely
Greenwich now.
Hellion involved as well.
Oh god, okay. I'll see what I can do. Stand by,
I
off-road brake
gotta
Break for a
down
second.
underneath the freeway.
220 needs a 77 Legion Square. 177.
Underneath the freeway.
I'm out of my
back mobile.
repair kit.
Looking around, stand by off-road towards Mutiny.
Yeah.
PCB,
I
22.
just don't have any
Pushing
repair kits,
towards
unfortunately.
Mutiny.
I thought I had some, but
Did it come out east, possibly west?
There you go.
and again, I
Cross over to
appreciate
South
it. It's just
Arsenal on PCB.
No,
I
dude,
get nervous when he's around.
You're fine. I'll fucking, dude.
I don't have visual anymore.
Nothing irks me
Cross
more
the
than
state
people
barrier.
just. I don't even know.
Yeah.
If you're the only one and
You're
she's
good,
smoking,
it's
she's probably
long
fixing her
shift,
shit
sir.
under the freeway.
No, you're fine. I
Hey,
just,
sir,
I get
definitely
irked
consider leaving
that
any
people
direction.
I believe
If
I-
I forget
would
to
rather
do
chase cargo
Please,
fast.
goodbye.
After I put out a 311 stating that you've been
Flight 34.
kidnapped multiple
There's a
times
black
and that
Ford
please keep an
35
eye on these
on the
311s. And then when I break
Is it
comms to
back
say I
here?
need a 77, I get ignored. So, you know.
Oh, that's aspect. Yeah, I
Focus
get
right
it.
underneath the freeway
Yeah, that's why
where
I
am.
remember the
can't see
advice you
underneath.
said about
If
the
you wanna take a
311,
look,
so I'm
anybody
just
that can
trying
see
to
underneath
do
is
that.
probably where they'd be.
Yeah.
It's the only place I cannot see.
But I get it.
whatsoever.
Everyone just wants to go zoomies.
Yep.
Oh God.
There they go. There's all your 77s. I got you, boss. I'll kill someone for you. I don't give a fuck.
Isn't that the training they're doing?
I could have slipped back towards Dutch London. I didn't have those.
'Cause wasn't I'm pretty sure that car was part of the training they were doing.
Oh, was it?
Could be wrong. It was like a red sports car, right? For less than
They're
red?
doing fucking. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, I think that's sweets though, so I wouldn't say anything.
If you didn't see them flee from West or East Madison, it's possible that they could still be in the scrapyard. I wasn't able to clear that fully. I'm currently in the canals.
Yeah, 10-4. They also
I
could've
could
hit
be
the
wrong, but
freeway.
Oh, Remington, my day is about to end real fucking quick.
Visual of that part of the time. I only had over Mutiny and South Arsenal.
Sweets is doing pursuit training, and I just have to break comms on radio because Bosca's an off-duty officer and was being circled by the man that's kidnapped him twice, and I just got dono-walled on the fucking radio.
16 to scrap you.
And there's a reason why you were probably one of my favorite officers in this shift.
I'm gonna go down towards the airport and see what
Wait, so all this radio traffic is just training?
I don't know if this is all training. I know Sweets is doing training with like 4 other officers though, and I put out a very explicit 311, and I had to break comms for a 77 because I was being circled as well, and just got completely dono-walled.
35 that became involved in the chase was the white one just retained.
I think I have it.
I don't give a shit if it is or isn't though. It's one of those like
Aside in the canals. It's
did
we got an off-duty officer being circled.
Versing.
Yeah.
Prepared. It's going.
Boss, you're
south
fine.
towards
I'm just
Dutch
venting right
London.
now. This is the nature of the PD right now, and I'm gonna start cracking down on it.
It's the same
Oh, you're
female.
good. I
She's
just
wearing
went
the
to
mask
Remington as
too.
well.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
And get the
Was
place.
the-
They're climbing the
Yeah.
Utopia David.
Yeah.
I was just
Towards the main
yeah.
road now.
Your 311 is
northwest.
valid, and your reason
Utopia now.
for that is valid. Make sure you have my
got
number in your
you.
phone.
Anime Tech Arena.
Do you ever need anything? 311 or 911, please. If you think for any reason it could turn deadly, please 911. I will not ever charge you for misuse of 911. If you have 2 people circling you who are known to kidnap you and attack you, in my book, that is enough of a reason to want a 911. So
Perry's calling me.
nice.
Oh, okay. I'm always scared to 911, so I don't want to misuse it and then get striked or something.
You're not getting striked for that. In this shift, if anyone strikes you, unless it's Sweets,
I still see
I'm
them
not.
right there, sir.
Nah, you're
Standing north.
a good boss. You are, in my books, your protection is just as important off duty as it is on duty. So.
Approaching Dutch London, northbound
All
southbound.
right. I appreciate that, sir.
Yep.
plate
Not a
down.
problem.
I'm gonna get out of here before.
Yeah.
So they
Oh,
don't
Major
know my
50.
location.
Yep. Go and get out of here. I will. I will keep an eye out.
The northbound Coconut.
Reporting
Stand by, bridging out of that crossing.
Howdy, howdy.
Clown dogs. Pushing earthquake, come to C-Circus, approaching my garage. 50 again. Must be fucked. Vehicles U-turning south. So southbound now, approaching Adams Apple. Left, east, Adams Apple. Still pushing east, approaching Alta. The Adams Apple now, right, 22 crossing Alta, approaching power. Still pushing east. Crossing power. 22 left, north power. Heavy braking. Turning is weird.
People driving me crazy.
Switching north. Northbound lower power.
I don't want to vent too hard in front of Bosk, but my God.
Through northbound Power Street, approaching integrity, holding left right, going left
He
west
does.
integrity.
I was gonna take him out. I was riding with Loki though, and unfortunately my shift is about to be cut very short. Not for any of this stuff. I'm going out with Drainer, but we're meeting really fucking early for some reason.
Right, southbound, Strawberry.
Yeah, I mean, I've been getting
Legion
frustrated
Square,
too because
right,
people just
westbound, San Andreas, approaching Elgin. Over Elgin, 22, right, northbound Elgin.
It's not even, I mean, yeah, the bare basics is part of it. The other part of it too, though, is when I 311, and I say explicitly in 311, all units reference Eric's 311. Eric has been targeted, kidnapped by Batman Von Hulk on multiple occasions. He's an off-duty officer. And then I break comms and say, I need a 77 Legion Square.
Blue D10 paralleling.
Turn your lights on just so they go around us.
Yep.
4K D10 that was originally in the chase. A firm right west. Left south Elgin.
I don't know. I've been venting to Bancroft a lot. You know, a lot of pillow talk and stuff.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, listen, I have no problem taking, you know, the position of sergeant and making the change that it needs. But nothing irks me more than people treating off-duty officers or, you know, more apparent scenes that would require the assistance of multiple units.
Still southbound
But the fast car going down the road at a $140, we need all hands on deck for that.
Facing north, taking off, going to Dutch London or Greenwich Parkway northbound.
I know, and even whenever they do get those people doing the buck 140,
they think they can,
they don't
they can't. Northbound
take the time to actually do everything necessary after the fact.
I don't know.
I think I ranted to you because I had a hot gun that came back to like 6 incidents, and they captured him off of one of these fast car pursuits and didn't charge him for the hot gun.
Yep. Yeah, no. And it's unfair because while I don't expect you to do the extra work to
we do have more ask them though.
I don't expect you to do all the work to find out who it was and go through all that. At the same time though, to get every single officer that has made these mistakes, and they're not even really mistakes at this point, it's just lazy work.
Yeah.
It would be a large list, but I think moving forward, Sweets is about to do a big push for everything, and to be honest, I am also on board with it. Moving forward, if you know anybody that is making mistakes, you let me know. Show me what's going on. I'm just gonna start striking people, and I'm gonna be no more Mr. Nice Guy when it comes to processing. I'm gonna lock in these processing violations and make it very clear to people that this is what's happening. We're not making these mistakes anymore. Moving forward. So if you know who's processing, let me know, and I will personally, as long as it is like apparent that they made a proper processing violation, I will gladly start striking people.
Looking around towards Dutch London.
I appreciate that.
I just Greenwich.
South off road on Greenwich.
How do I word this?
So we're on Greenwich, not to the south.
And I'm sure
you're about to turn just through the bend, pushing west to the bend.
Of analyzing every situation. And
oh fuck yeah.
Thing like that.
That was like half my job in SU was reading a. Yeah. What the fuck?
22, I've got them. They're pushing.
You killed them.
Stand by, correct to south, striking back to the west.
Let's pull over.
West on Greenwich once again, passing Los Santos Customs. Oh, they're being hit. They're being bullied right now. Stand by, they're smoking. Like Ben's here.
They're getting out. They're getting in the Lambo.
Oi! Oh, he's a fucking mechanic!
Where's the mechanic?
Yeah, where the fuck's the mechanic?
Are there no mechanics?
I don't fucking know. I just need to know where the shop is.
Well,
up at Harmony off of Route 68. Just south of.
Who the fuck is this?
So if you take Los Santos Freeway north up to, I believe it's exit 3 or exit 2 actually.
Look at his back, Tolly.
What?
Look at his back. What do you think happened?
No, but he could be the daddy.
I wish it were me.
What?
Hey, you want some daughters?
What? No.
Sure?
I'm sure. Why are you talking about my back?
Well, she wants you to blow her back out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to, but I'm married and I have an injury.
Sit on him. You could say he's disabled. You could just sit on him. Can't fucking do it.
Oh God.
All right, look, fancy me.
He's a sword dancer.
Thank you.
Oh, he's a cop. That's right. He's a fucking piece of. Oh, you cop a dog. Fuck you.
Apparently.
We should make her clean off the spray at Mission Row on the helipad because it's there, and I noticed it this morning. To make it.
Back to the vet.
Yeah.
Do you want me to break off this leg right now?
So it's something that I know pretty much. Probably Dark is probably the one that reads these things, but I submitted one of those like high command suggestion forms.
Mm-hmm.
BBMC Hellions on
And so the only thing to keep in mind, especially with
North on Greenwich Parkway, I'm sure BBMC
processing violations.
Just throwing this.
Yeah, that
is
Hellions
how
been
many hours
on the, basically every turn of the chase.
Because
the
obviously,
PBS
if
unit
they
up
work
north of Greenwich
40 hours a
Parkway,
week,
go a little further, make sure you have
they're
your
more
stuff
likely to make up a processing violation than somebody who works 8 hours a week. You know, we're not like a normal police department where everyone works 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
And so you can hold everyone to the same standard. And that was my problem with the strike system. Is, you know, you have these officers who work 40, 60 hours a week, who are on the same baseline of the strike system, who work 4 or 8 hours a week.
Ready for spikes?
And so,
I'm putting my radio off. I don't give a fuck about what's going on. I'll mark myself 10-7.
yeah, you're fine.
Sorry, go ahead.
But you have these officers who accumulate strike points for things. But they're more likely to gain more strike points for processing violations because they work more. And so it's almost unfair in a way, and it can kind of create an air of unfairness for people who put in a lot of time.
I agree.
To collect more strike points for processing violations. And of course, my suggestion was to allow strike points to fall off based on time worked.
I think that would be fair. Now, we could always combat it the opposite way around. If we were to be more, not everyone, so keep it up to kind of the judgment of the situation for the command member. We are actually given, you know, obviously people's hour sheets for everybody. So we know how many hours people have worked. So if, like, let's say someone has, you know, 150 hours this month and they made a processing violation, I'll be more likely to give them not even, I wouldn't say a pass, but less harsh of a talk to than someone who's worked, you know, 40 hours in the month, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe that's the difference between, you know, 5 strike points and 10. Or maybe that's the difference between 3 and 7, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
But I do think that there is a level of integrity, I think, that we need to follow too, because I'm more likely to sit someone down and give them a slap on the wrist if they worked their ass off and made a small little oopsie. But we also need to start locking it in and holding a standard too. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So
the only other thing I can say too is treat all processing errors equally. I don't care if it's somebody forgot to check a hot gun and they missed out on one thing and it was criminal use of a firearm, or if they forgot to check a hot gun and it came back to like
a murder,
8 fucking attempted murders.
Yeah.
Like it had 32 attempted murder of government employees on it. Then it doesn't matter. You shouldn't punish them harder because they missed a gun that had more bodies on it. And I only say that because I've been the victim of this before, where they added on 5 more strike points.
Beetle, what's up, brother?
Processing error because of something I didn't know about, and I didn't have a way to know about. And it was because somebody, you know, I got 15 strike points or something ridiculous.
Was this with Bison?
I don't remember.
Was this
months ago.
the suspension or no?
No, I got strike points strictly for this one. This was months ago.
Okay.
I got strike points for a processing error because I arrived on scene to secure a car, like I usually do, and apparently one of the suspects went off and shot at officers and was gunned down. And it was part of a robbery, a bank robbery. I didn't know that he shot cops down, or he shot at cops, because no cops were down. And so I didn't get the alert or anything. But after I secured the car, I went to the hospital and I picked up the suspect. And I probably should have known that he shot because he was gunned down. But I didn't GSR test him and anything because I didn't know that there was a... I didn't know there was a shooting. And I didn't break apart his charges. And they were like, well, you know, it's a processing violation. But you're also getting an additional 5 strike points because this person threatened to shoot that cop yesterday. And it seems so unfair.
That's stupid.
Like, why are you giving me more strike points because it was a more serious issue for something I couldn't have even known about? Like 100%, I deserve the strike points. I should have GSR texted the guy. It's let me shitty, but I kind of picked up a processing of somebody I didn't know the full story of, and I should have asked more. I deserve some strike points, but I don't think I deserve extra strike points for not doing it because there was extra part of the story that I had no reasonable way of knowing. You know?
So, in that instance, I agree with you. That's stupid, and I would have honestly probably challenged it myself. But, I feel like it's a little different when you like for a processing violation. Usually, the process violation is DNA swab, right? Or something simple, or missed a hot gun, or didn't run the hot gun. But if you have that in front of your face, if I look up your profile and it says next time arrested, get DNA. Do you know whose DNA I had to get on record today?
Who?
Moose Knuckles.
Oh my god, I have been wondering when somebody was gonna get his
I
DNA.
looked, I'm like, how the fuck? And Harper's like, well, he actually technically holding up a hostage at a bank isn't really like a violent felony. I'm like, yeah, but the 2 times second degree fucking murder is. So if we're gonna play that game, why wasn't it taken for that?
I'm sorry, but yes, it is.
It is. I don't
get.
Yeah.
For some reason, that's been a common thing. I've found people with a valid weapons license active, who have multiple robbery of financials, with kidnapping victims. I'm sorry, but that's a violent crime. I don't care if you're not the one holding the gun. You're a part of it.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I'm with you. My standard is this. I'm going to take your fucking DNA, and if you have a problem with it, take it up with a judge. I'll explain to a judge why you holding a knife to a hostage's throat with the intent to harm for the exchange of his life. Yeah, I'll fight that one in court all day. I don't really care.
Oh yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm sort of just circling back though. If the information is in front of your face and it says take DNA on next arrest on November 12th, for example, and November 13th, you process him and, you know, oops, forgot DNA. Or even worse, let's say it was beginning of November, right? And this person's been arrested 5 times and you're the 6th officer and you fail to look at their profile. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be more pissed off with you other than, you know, because you have that information in front of you. There's a reason why we have ways of communicating with each other without talking to each other, i.e. profiles or even a hot gun. If there's a hot gun that comes back to 8 murders and we're able to see that, I feel like that person should get in some more trouble, considering the fact that that's not unknown information. That's information that you readily have, and you're holding that information, right? You ran that information. You have that in front of you. Your situation, I feel it might be a little different. Tell me if I'm mistaken here. Your situation is you were striked for some dumb shit, if I'm being honest, because no one informed you that this other piece happened a day ago.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Well, and that's what I mean, though, is you want to punish for the act, right? Not for the consequences of the failure to act. And that's why I feel like, personally, if you're going to strike somebody for failing to run a hot gun, it should be the exact same punishment, whether it was a single criminal use of a firearm missed, or 36 attempted murder of government employees missed. Because the act is the exact same. They just plain didn't run the gun. And honestly, it doesn't matter either way, because the result is the actual act that you're trying to correct is the same. Now, if you want to punish them really heavily, as if they missed a 36 attempted murder of government employee firearm, but it was only a criminal use firearm, then by all means, treat it the same. Because the next time they make that mistake, it could be a 36 times. But don't go heavier on them just because it was a worse result. Because the act that they did that you're correcting is the same. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah. You're
punishing the act, not the result.
It's a hard one because let's say, for example, I'll give you a perfect example. MCU's got a big case going on for a month and a half now. You've been looking for your perp. You find the gun that's been used in the other 17 incidents that happened in that month and a half. Am I just to give him 5 strike points for the oopsie?
Yeah.
I feel like that would go over horribly for most of command.
And it might feel horrible for some of the people involved, but I'll tell you, it feels way worse for the officer. And you're going to demotivate the shit out of them. The idea is to correct them, not to demoralize them. Because if you demoralize an officer, they're either going to stay away from certain activities to avoid it anymore, because they're like, you know what, you guys are treating this way more crazily than I thought. I just don't want to have anything to do with it. And then you end up with situations like this where nobody responds to a 77 on the 311 over an off-duty officer getting threatened. There's a reason why a lot of officers choose a very few specific kinds of calls to respond to. And I feel a lot of it comes from a history of being harsher on people who respond to wilder calls and don't handle them correctly. And I can hear it. Like, we had a pursuit with Bloom being held hostage, kidnapped, inside of a suspect car. 16 officers on duty, Air 1 deployed. Every single officer is actively in pursuit. The sergeant calls out on the radio because the sergeant's in the Air 1 and they can't lead the pursuit from Air 1. Somebody call out a call sign who wants to take over the pursuit. And has to repeat it 3 times while they're actively in pursuit of this kidnapped officer. Nobody wanted to deal with it because they're afraid to make that wrong call. So a non-solo cadet is the only person on the radio who called out and stepped up. A non-solo cadet doesn't know what to do. They said the wrong thing on the radio and were investigated for hours. While people were questioned, they were pulled aside because he asked on the radio, "Are we clear for high-speed pit?" But with 16 people on the radio and active things going on, the only thing people heard was high-speed pit. And so they were like, why is this non-solo cadet making a call for a high-speed pit? And that alone got investigated for hours. So you tell me, why do people not respond to these kind of calls? Well, that's one of the reasons. Because if you do step up and you try to handle these calls, you're held to a much higher, different standard if something goes wrong. If it's the same
I love how Remington puts me in a different perspective.
Treat it the same.
This is why I talk to Remington.
You know what I mean? I don't agree. I don't expect you to agree with me 100%.
Remington, the reason why I love hearing your input is because, unlike a lot of people in this PD, I think hearing other people's perspectives means a lot. And when you situationally, when you put it like that, You're 100% right. 100%.